way is that we hold the treats inside a clenched fist and wait for them to bring that paw up out of frustration and then release that food treat as they do so. Now, if you actually watch Flame, the Manchester Terrier, he's actually learned a slightly different trick, and he is actually touching his paw onto Sandra's feet. So rather than placing his paw on her hand, he's actually placing his paw on her feet instead. So just a slight variation on the trick here. Lovely, excellent. Now they're all going to stay where they are, and Penny's going to join them so they can all demonstrate their high five. Now this is just a variation on the paw. So instead of now touching the paw on a hand held low, what you do is you then bring up the hand slightly higher and ask them to raise their paws slightly higher, and it then becomes a high five as opposed to a paw. So that's how we go about starting to teach the high five instead. As you can see, they're all demonstrating that nicely. And for those of you who are very, very aware, little Palookie in the corner over there with his one leg at the front has to do a slightly harder job than the rest of them to balance himself to get his high five on the go. Fantastic. Lovely high five, everybody. Okay, if everybody wants to come back, I'll do a couple more singular tricks. So Flame is up first. Now Flame is our resident dancey dog. He does a lot of little dance moves. He's very, very, very rhythmic. His first little one that he's going to do is we call the round round. So Mum's going to spin one way and Flame's going to spin the other way.
I'm up to. You got to.
Yay! And we do it a couple of times to make sure Sandra doesn't fall over and end up dizzy. Another one again. Go the other way. Keep going. There's something interesting and smelly over here that I just need to investigate. Hang on a minute, I'll be back in a minute, Mum. Just want to sniff something. Yay! That's it. And one more time. Yay! Well done. Excellent. Very good. Little round of applause for Flame. Very well done. Okay, so next up we have got Warwick, Penny, Palookie and Ruby. They're going to demonstrate their rollover. Now we might have a bit more success with this time. This morning when we did it, the ground was really, really wet and a couple of them were not particularly keen on rolling over in the wet grass. So what they're going to do is they're just going to walk backwards. They're going to stop about there and we're going to try and do a simultaneous rollover. So when you're ready guys, 1, 2, 3, roll over. We've got some slightly bigger dogs and slightly smaller dogs, so it doesn't quite work time-wise, but lovely. Okay, want to go back again? Have another little go? Lovely. So what they're doing here is they've asked their dogs to go into a down first, and the way we teach this is, generally speaking, to start with a little food lure. We lure the treat over the back of their head so they're encouraged to twist themselves over, and most dogs will flip themselves all the way over so that they can do a nice little rollover, and then we can reward them afterwards. So you'll notice a lot of these tricks we're still rewarding our dogs for doing the right thing. If you guys want to come back, sorry. So a lot of the training that we do with pets in practice is reward based, rewarding them for doing what we wanted them to do, so they're encouraged to repeat that behaviour again. As you can see, they're all quite keen to roll over. They're much, much more successful than this morning. Lovely, well done. Big round of applause for those four, well done. Okay, so next up we've got Warwick, Flame and Ruby who would like to demonstrate their, well, it's called Bang for some of them and Dead for some of them. So this is a variation on the theme, which instead of rolling all the way over, they're going to be given a little cue, which generally is the word bang or dead, and they're just going to flop over onto their side and act as though they're dead. So you can see we're using mats for some of them. That's mainly because the grass is not particularly comfortable. So we'll just wait till they're all in a nice comfy place, and then we'll do it on the same, all at the same time. So, ready guys? When I say bang, 1, 2, 3, bang! We've got some dead dogs! And Warwick stayed dead this time. Warwick got up earlier. He was like, I don't want to be dead. Fantastic. Really nice. Big round of applause. They can come alive again. There we go. Revived. Zombie dogs. Excellent. Okay, if you guys want to come back, and Penny's going to show off her next trick, which further demonstrates how lazy Chris gets. So Chris, over Christmas, became a little bit ill, and she didn't really want to get out of bed, but she felt a little bit bunged up, so she needed a tissue. So So what she did was she taught Penny to go and fetch a tissue for her. So what she's going to do is she's going to sneeze, and Penny's going to bring a tissue to her. Yay, there we go. So we're doing the same again. Yay, there we go. Very well done. P. Round of applause to Penny. Excellent. Okay, so Warwick, Penny and Ruby are going to have a go at their next trick, which is the wave. Now, again, this is just moving that, the paw and the high five that we showed you earlier, moving that on slightly. So the way, there are lots of different ways to teach this, but one of the ways that we teach it in class is from that high five, as they go to touch your hand, if you move your hand away and start to wave at them, they will bring their paw up, so it looks like they're waving at you. Yay. So they're all demonstrating their little waves. So some of them are at different levels, so some of them are only bringing their paw up a little way, some of them are bringing it up quite high. Doesn't matter how high they bring it. Lovely. Some very cute waves. Excellent. Okay, well done. Round of applause for those four. They can come back. Right, we have got up next. Oh, actually, Penny's going to do this one again. So, Flame, Ruby, and Penny are going to demonstrate their bow. So, again, you can use whichever word you want for this. It doesn't really matter what key word you use. So, we tend to teach it as the bowing class, but for the girls, it might be more appropriate to call it the curtsy. Again, Flame just needs a little towel because he's got a bit of a delicate belly, not very much fur, so the grass is particularly itchy on his belly. But they're just going to bow and remain in their little bow position with their elbows touching the floor and their bottoms in the air. Ruby says, "I just want to do it down." She says, "I'm nearly there." We'll just wait for Ruby to have it. Is she not playing ball? So you can see how focused Flame is, just really, really completely focused on Mum and remaining in that position. As is Penny. Penny's got it up to what, did you say, Chris, 10 seconds? 15, something like that? That's really good. Excellent. Oh, bless Ruby. She says, "I've done enough bowing for today, actually. I don't know that I necessarily want to do anymore." We'll have one more go with Ruby Roo, and then we'll let them, we'll come back. She says, "No, I'm doing it down." Okay, everybody come back. Well done, little round of applause for those guys. So, with any training, it doesn't matter if it goes wrong. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on here today, and there's a lot of distractions. So, for dogs to be able to focus in this environment, it is a big thing for them to be able to do. So, if the training doesn't seem to be going the way you want it to, you just have to say to yourself, "Okay, we'll just come back to it another time." So, not a problem if they don't do what you want them to do. Right, next little trick we've got is the beg. This is one I really, really like. So, this is Penny, Flame, Palookie, and Ruby who are going to demonstrate their beg. So what they're going to do is they're going to walk backwards and then try again to see if we can do a simultaneous beg. So that looks quite cute. So if everybody wants to stop there and do a nice little beg. Yay! And if you want to go back again and do the same thing. That's it, and beg. Yay! Palukie's getting very, very excited about his beg. And all the way back again. We'll do one more. I like this one. This one looks good. Oh, P's found something interesting to smell. Yay! 1, 2, 3, beg. Lovely beg, everybody. Round of applause for that one. I think that's my favourite. I like that one. So the next trick that we've got is the weave. Now this is something that we teach in class, just as a bit of fun really. We've got some weave poles set up, and we've also got, so Benji's going to do the weave poles, and Flame and Ruby are going to demonstrate weaving through the legs. We do both, teach both exercises in class. Now all these dogs are at slightly different stages of teaching this. So Ben, you can start whenever you're ready, guys. So Benji's at the stage where we're still luring him through the weave poles, and that's absolutely fine. What we're doing is we're encouraging him through and then rewarding him when he does the right thing. Moving on from the food lure stage, you then end up where you move on to a hand signal, which is the stage that little Ruby, the Chihuahua cross Jack Russell, is at with Mum. So all that's happening is she's giving a little hand signal to Ruby to ask Ruby to go through. Flame, who's in the middle, is now at the stage where the hand signals become quite small, and actually the cue for Flame to walk through the legs is actually now just Sandra moving her leg forward. So, as with anything, a dog's cue, it doesn't have to be a word, it can be a visual cue, it can be a hand signal, or it can be a body movement. Excellent. And she says, that was fun, yay! Round of applause for those guys. Now, the next one I want to show you is the leave. So some people use the word off, some people use the word leave. It really doesn't matter, again, what word you use. We're going to get everybody up to demonstrate this so everybody can see this. Where every single person has got an item that their dog really likes, whether that be a toy or a piece of food. All we're going to do is we're going to ask them all to leave that item. So we're going to place it on the floor and just ask them to stay back from it. Now, this is a really, really, really good exercise to teach all dogs. It helps dogs to understand how to deal with frustration. It's that whole element of, I want something, but I can't quite have it yet. So what we do is we just ask them to remain in that leave, and then when we're ready for them to have it, we will let them have it, and we'll say, take it. So if everybody wants to ask their puppies to take their items now, there you go. So all very, very under control. Really, really, really good stuff, and we actually teach this in the puppy classes as well as the improvers classes as well. It's a really, really, really good one to teach. So if anybody wants now to teach that, come and have a chat with us afterwards. If everybody wants to come back and grab their target items, or unless you've already got your target item. So this is another little exercise that we teach in our improvers class, which is for puppies over 20 weeks of age. This is teaching them to touch something on cue. Now that something can be absolutely anything, so as you can see if you look around, we've got Benji touching a blue frisbee. Penny has decided to touch the bag today, that's what Chris has decided that Penny's going to have to touch. Flame is touching Sandra's hand, so Flame, the little Manchester Terrier, is running up to Mum's hand, touching that. Palookie and Ruby Roo, the two littlies at the back there, they both do actually have items on the floor, it's just I don't know whether everybody can see them from where they are. But and Warwick is also touching Mum's hand in the corner there. So the reason we teach this is one of the basic building blocks to teach some some advanced exercises. So we teach the basic building blocks in class, and then we encourage you to obviously think outside the box a little bit and think of some more exercises that you can teach your puppy. So this is a really, really nice kind of basic exercise, but it can lead on to some really, really advanced tricks. Lovely. Okay, if everybody wants to come back from that one, and what we will do is we will have Penny and Flame and Palookie and Ruby demonstrating their spin. Now again, it doesn't matter what word you use. So I tend to use the words spin and twist, going in two different directions. Some people use the words left and right. It doesn't matter what word you use at all. The important thing is that they learn that when they go round, they get a little reward. So we're going to go all the way back, and then we'll do a little spin at the same time, hopefully. Another one of these, trying to get it done all at the same time. So, on your marks, get set, spin! There we go, got nice spinny dogs. Excellent. Okay, if you want to go back again. So, for those of you who are wondering why you might teach this, it's just for a bit of fun, really. But if you end up putting a towel on top of your doormat and you teach your dogs to spin, if they've been out on a really muddy walk and got muddy paws, rather than you trying to battle to try and wipe their paws, if you get them to spin on the doormat on a towel, you can get them to wipe their paws themselves. So much easier. So we quite like that one. Okay, everybody wants to come back. Really nice. Very well done. So each of our puppies has a little trick that they would like to... Oh, one more go, one more spin, and then we'll... Sorry, guys. That's it. So each of our puppies has a little trick that they'd like to show off just to finish off to say goodbye. So we're going to let you say goodbye to each puppy. So Benji's up first. He's going to just demonstrate his paw shape again, just so everyone can see that. This is all I've seen something very interesting. Yay, nice paw shape. Excellent. And the other one. Yay! Lovely. Okay, we'll do a little round of applause for Benji. Very well done. Okay, next up is Warwick. So Warwick's final trick, he's going to wave goodbye to everybody to say thank you for coming and seeing us. He says, I'll do a wave and a beg. Oh, bless him. So Warwick only started learning this, was it about, when was it? About 4 months ago? Bless him. He's not been doing it very long. And a nice little beg as well. Nice round of applause for Warwick. Well done, Mr. Warwick. We've got Flame, whose final trick is what is called, well, we call it the stand tool. You'll see why in a minute. So he stands, oh, he stands up on his back legs. And then, oh, that's a beg. And then walks backwards. Yay! Well done, Mr. Flame. Excellent, very good. Little round of applause for Flame. Okay, Palooki's final trick is the beg. So he's going to come up and show everybody his beg again. So he does do exceptionally well, considering he has just got 3 little legs, bless him. Tremendous sense of balance. Yay, there we go. Little round of applause for Palooki. Okay, so Penny's final trick, she's going to do a little dancey spin type thing. Mum likes to think that she can do disco dancing. There we go. And again. Yay! Lovely spin. And a bow to finish it all off. Or a curtsy, I should say. Round of applause for Penny. And last but not least, Ruby Roo is going to come up and do her in the box trick. This is a particular favourite of mine. And in the box we go! Yay! Round of applause for Ruby Roo. Oh, and she closed it as well. Cute. Excellent. Okay, thank you very, very, very much for sticking around and watching our final little display. We are here tomorrow if anybody's planning on coming back tomorrow as well. So if you missed any of those, you're more than welcome to come and have a watch. If any of you want to know about any of the tricks that we've taught, please, please, please feel free to come over to the gazebo and come and have a chat with us. We do run puppy school classes for puppies. We run beginner and improver classes for dogs over the age of 20 weeks. We do the Kennel Club Good Citizen Award Scheme and also Rally Obedience classes as well, which is a new dog sport that's come over from America. So if you're interested in finding out about any of our classes, obviously come and chat to us. We're still teaching everybody tricks over in the other arena, so if you want to learn how to do any of those tricks, please come and see us. And obviously, if you want to speak to Chris, our behaviour expert, you are more than welcome to as well. Thank you very, very much and enjoy the rest of your day.